All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. Looks like we are ready to go here. We're very excited to have you guys with us right now. And we're going to be covering a lot of things, having lots of fun, and giving you tons and tons of content that you actually can implement and use right away, right now as well. So what I encourage you to do is to turn off all kinds of things that will be of any kind of distraction, your cell phones, Facebook, Twitter, all those different things as well that can be really, really distracting, because I'm going to give you a ton of nuggets. I'm going to move really, really fast. And as a result of that, I might say something really quickly that you'll miss later on as well. I speak all over the world, and I'm coming to you live here from our hotel room, and we're traveling right now as well, but I wanted to do this for you guys. I can tell you that you're really, really going to enjoy it. And also open up your eyes and really understand things really from a different perspective about e-commerce and drop shipping, and really what it's all about too, and how it's growing and how you can make a ton of money on that. Now, I need to do a disclaimer, and that is you may make nothing at all whatsoever. But I promise you that if you do work at it, be consistent and persistent, that you will make a lot of money as well also. So with no further ado, let's go over to the presentation here. I'm going to do a quick switch to the PowerPoint so you guys can see that. And let me make sure that I've got that here and working effectively, and we should be good to go. So you should see a picture there of Las Vegas. And yes, that's where we live. That's our corporate offices. That not necessarily that's our corporate offices, but this is where we are located in beautiful Las Vegas. So come visit us sometime. We're going to talk about some of the things that go on in Las Vegas, conferences, all kinds of great things as well. Some of our classes, live boot camps, and so forth right in Las Vegas. So let's move forward. I'm Larry Loic. I'm also known as the Money Guy. I'm not here to waste your time. I'm here to give you money solutions. And I have a question. Who's ready to make money right now? And I can see all of you because I speak all over the world, and I can see your hands right through this little webcam that we've got installed on your camera, on your laptop as well, that we can see. And all kidding aside, I really, really would appreciate if you could really throw yourself into it. In other words, really, really pretend that we're sitting down in a room together and we're really talking, and I'm really answering your questions and sharing with you some really, really gold nuggets as well. So you guys are going to enjoy this, right? And let's get to it. Let's get to it. This is what I call the easiest online home-based business on the planet. And I've been doing a number of different business over the years, both online and offline. And what I've found behind the scenes, that this just continuously grows and grows and grows. And why it does is because it's real, it's consistent, and it's persistent as well. Now, this is not a fad. It's not a gimmick. It's not a shiny object, push button software, or other dreams that don't work. I mean, we've all done those different things, right? This is a real world business that you can have for many years that you can be very proud of as well. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to outline what I'm going to give you. I'm going to teach you at least one method that you can make money immediately tonight, wherever you are in the world listening to, no matter what country and what language, right? I speak all over the world, and and people speak different languages, and this works worldwide. It doesn't matter. Selling into any country too, by the way. Now, I'm also going to share with you some people who are making money right now and virtually started with zero experience. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I can tell you how great this is. I can tell you how great the industry is. But perhaps you can relate to somebody that might be similar to you, that you can hear their story as well. Now, on top of that, at the very end, we're going to make you a mafia offer. Yes, we do live in Las Vegas, so we make mafia offers, an offer that you can't refuse. We like to have lots of fun. Now, when we're going through this, what I want you to do is I want you to open up your mind and think about, who do you know besides yourself that can benefit from this? In other words, could this be a side business for you that will supplement your main business? Or could it be your main business, right? That you're looking for a career change or something? Or do you have a business partner, or can you find a business partner who's looking for work, that needs work, that has the time, that can do these things and implement it and works with you? And essentially you're the brains behind it and they're the action taker on it. And so therefore it's a good relationship and you both can make money. Or do you have a family member, or a spouse, student, parents, in-laws, doesn't matter, that they need to make money as well, or would like to make some additional money. Or do you have that deadbeat friend that you've always, lent money to, or they've been asking you about money? Well, instead, teach the man how to fish here, teach the lady how to fish. And that's what this is all about as well. Now, why would you want to do this? Well, one of the things that you can do, because this is a cash cow, this is a cash constant system that consistently rolls in all the time, that you can actually invest in other businesses, or you can continuously roll it into this business and grow it even larger as well. It's totally up to you. Now, there are a lot of people on this call right now that have their predominant business. It could be real estate, it could be some other business as well. So, and they need that fuel. That fuel is money to grow their business, to make their business survive and happen. And so this is a way that basically you can do that. So you don't have to think about, well, I just do real estate, or I just do the stock market, whatever. This is something that basically can help you with that fuel. How do I know that? Because I've had all those businesses over the years as well. Also, for example, currently right now, besides the e-commerce business, I own a couple of laundromats that have dry cleaners as well in them, right? And a number of other different services also. So I've taken the money from this e-commerce business and paid cash essentially for a couple of laundromats right here in Las Vegas. What do these laundromats have? Well, they also have food marts or mini marts as well in them. So that's a constant cash stream that's coming in. And also dry cleaners. Now think about this. Do we do dry cleaning? No, we don't. We basically have a dry cleaning service or company that comes in to the laundromat, picks up the dry cleaning, does it, drops it off. We get a wholesale rate. People drop off their dry cleaning. We keep the difference. We do no work essentially as well. So that's also what I'm going to show you, that kind of same technique in the e-commerce and drop shipping world as well. In addition to that, we have more income streams within our laundromats. We have ATMs, right? Automatic teller machines that basically every time somebody puts their card to get money out, we get paid a fee as well. In addition to that, we have vending machines, and these vending machines make a lot of money. We don't even put them in. Coca-Cola puts them in and other companies, right? And they service them and they just pay us a check each and every month as well. And yes, we do live in Las Vegas, so we also have slot machines. Now, here's the cool part. They're not even our slot machines. We just have the space, and a gaming company rents the space from us to put them in there, and they put a check in our pocket each and every month just for leasing that space. How cool is that? Now, this is not about doing the laundromat business, right? But I'm showing you the potential that's possible with this business to own, acquire, or purchase, or whatever, some other businesses as well. Now, there's three great things about this business, and why I call it the easiest business on the planet. I'm going to show you a technique. There's 9 different ways to do the e-commerce business, but we're going to pick one that's real easy, real simple to get started, and that you can make money tonight. The technique that I'm going to work on and show you, and there's 6 different steps in it, is that it requires zero or little money to start. You don't need any experience at all. My son is 9 years old and is doing this right now, selling toys as well. And the cool part is that you can make money in 24 hours, fast and easy. There's no real big learning curve. Now, when I say fast and easy, I don't want you to get that confused with it's some kind of a push button thing. Right? We do have software that's a lot of push button and automate all kinds of things, but with anything, it requires work. I can't guarantee you. I don't want to make any financial claims, right, on that. Just show you what's possible. Now, I have a question. Remember, I can see you put your hands up. How many people like this? Buy low and sell high. Okay, so when I speak worldwide, I see a lot of you nodding your head and you say, yeah, I like that, or putting your hand up, right? Well, I like this even better. Instead of buying low and selling high, what I like is zero money out of pocket, get paid first, and then buy later. So zero pocket out of money, get paid first, and with that money, use the client's money to buy later on, right? With our system, you never have to put money up front. You don't buy until you get paid, and you don't risk anything at all. So now I thought I'd throw this in a little bit here. We are located in Las Vegas. There's a lot of buffets all over town, and marketing is pretty funny, right? And in e-commerce, you can market as well. So I just thought that was kind of funny as well. In terms of marketing, there's all kinds of it out there, right? Now, I was in Dubai, and CNBC heard that I was there, and they came by and interviewed me. And what do you think the question was that they asked me? I was pretty stunned at some of the questions that were asked me, very different than American media that asked me questions. And that was, how do people in Dubai sell to Americans? How do they sell to the Brits? How do they sell to other countries? So they're already thinking worldwide. And what I'm about to show you, I don't just want you to think of your country, whether it's US or Canada or Britain, Australia, or Asia. I want you to think of worldwide, how you can do this worldwide as well. Now, here's a photo. You might recognize that guy. Yes, I'm not talking about me, but I'm talking about the other guy there. And that's Anthony Robbins, Tony Robbins, world famous Tony Robbins. Now, I'm 29 there, just a couple of years ago, right? It is just a couple of years ago. And I essentially owned a franchise, bought a franchise of Tony Robbins, and essentially partners with him. And I invested in myself, and the skills and the things that I learned then have carried me through the years. And I am where I am today for the simple fact that all these things that I did was really invest in myself and my knowledge. And that's something that nobody can ever take away from you when you invest in yourself. And so I did, and I grew it to the largest Anthony Robbins franchise in the world. I still have that suit today. Don't wear it anymore, but those were the days of double-breasted suits were really big, right? And I can tell you that the people skills, the communication skills, the confidence skills, they have helped me move forward in my life, both in business and personal. So the results of where you are today are what you did in the past. So if you want to change the future, you have to do things today. If you don't, if you wait a year from now, you'll be looking back and say, I remember when I learned about blank, when I could have done blank. So something to think about as well there too. Now, remember I said to you, I'm going to give you an overview. We're going to do some things, some exercises, and I'm also going to share some stories with you, some people just like you. And the reason that I want to do that is because I want to see if some of them click with you, that you can relate to them. Alex here. Alex is from South America. He has a heavy accent. He's one of these guys that goes to all the seminars. He came to one of our live events, our hands-on training boot camp in Las Vegas, with his arms crossed, sitting back in his chair. Seems somewhat skeptical. By the end of it, he was basically putting his hand up, jumping up and down in his chair, basically saying, hey, Larry, I need to talk to you. Can I give you my testimonial? Because people need to hear that as well. So I said, sure, why not? So here's Alex's testimonial about what he experienced. Remember, he was extremely skeptical at first too. So let's see if we can hear Alex.
3, 2. Hi, this is Alex Ochoa from alexochoa.com. I have been honored, and for me, it has been great to be here at Larry Lloyd event in Las Vegas. I have been in business for more than 8 years, and I have been to a lot of events, a lot of them big ones with a lot of buzz, and this is the one that you have to be. This one has changed my life. This one, you have the nuggets and you have the intimacy to make it work. What I have learned in this event is it cannot compare to anything else. It's the best I have been. And I hope to see you in the next one, because I will be here in the next one, so we can meet the next time in this great event. Larry Lloyd, you cannot miss this one.
All right, thanks, Alex. So let's move on here real quickly. Now, I have a question, and I ask this worldwide, wherever I speak all over the world, and I ask people this: have you bought more online now than you did 5 years ago, 1 year ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago? Almost 90% of the people say yes, more or much more. Now think about this. Jeff Bezos, he basically started what? Amazon. And they're growing worldwide. Not just Amazon, but eBay is, Etsy, a number of other platforms, Rakuten, Bonanza, you name it. And they're growing and growing. Just think of your retailers that are offline meaning real world, that are going online or selling a lot online, like the Walmarts of the world as well too. You're buying a lot more, and you will continue to buy a lot more. This is not a fad. This is not just a trend. This is reality of what's happening. So I want you to join me on this side of the cash register and learn how to make money all the time. And I've heard you've heard this cliche, make money while you sleep, 24 hours, all these kind of things. This is reality. This is true. There's people buying all over the world 24 hours a day. Now, as I mentioned, Amazon is growing. There's about 107 warehouses that they have worldwide, and they're absolutely huge, monstrous, right? And it's not just Amazon, but there's third-party fulfillment centers as well, too. Now, this industry, this niche, over the years has allowed me and our clients to do millions of dollars in sales, and you can do it too. The reason is that it doesn't require experience. It doesn't matter how you look, how tall you are, male or female, or whatever culture or country you're in, because they don't care about you. They care about the product that they're buying. That's the cool part. All they care about is the product. You're dealing with people that want it when? When do they want it? No, not now. They want it yesterday, right? Dropping in e-commerce, drop shipping in e-commerce basically allows you to do this. It's selling physical products online. It's been around forever. It will continue to be around forever and growing bigger and faster. Don't you guys agree on that? I mean, the best part about this also is that other people do most of the work. How many people like that idea? Don't you like that, right? Having other people do the work. We're going to show you how to make that happen as well. No matter what your experience, how young or old you are, no matter whether you're a guy or gal, no matter what you've tried in the past, I can help you. Our team can help you. Here's an example of a gentleman. His name's Alan. I met him at a conference in Miami. And the reason that we started talking was he had a cell phone case. And on the cell phone case was the Los Angeles Kings. I'm a hockey fan. I was also living in Los Angeles at the time. And I said, wait a minute, I'm a Kings fan too. This is Miami. What are you doing here? He says, oh, we live in Los Angeles and Orange County. We love the Kings. We started talking. We lost track of each other. A number of months passed by. I think it was about 4 to 6 months. He calls me up out of the blue and says, hey, Larry, you know, my uncle just passed away. He was doing this e-commerce drop shipping on eBay. And he had a warehouse full of stuff. And he was averaging about $40,000 a month, my aunt told me. And he has all kinds of things still sitting in his garage, essentially. He was using it as a warehouse. Can you teach me some of this stuff? I said, sure, absolutely. Join our program. He did. He and his girlfriend did, who's now his wife. A year and a half ago, he knew nothing. What you're going to hear right now is a video of him on the conference floor of the ASD convention. ASD convention is the largest manufacturing conference in the US. There's one bigger that's called the Canton Fair in China, but this is the biggest one in the United States where you can meet the suppliers, distributors, wholesalers, manufacturers face to face. We took him there. This was his second time there, and he was blown away. Listen to this.
Hi, my name is Alan Chance. I'm over here at Larry Lloyd's Dropship Live Pro here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We are here at the ASD Wholesale Convention, and I'll tell you what, it's absolutely amazing. I've already been to prior of his boot camps or workshops or trainings that he's already done. That's been phenomenal, already eye-opening to the actual industry. Now we're in the advanced part, the pro version, where we're learning how to work with wholesalers, and not just through the retail arbitrage, but now the actual wholesalers, the manufacturers directly, which is absolutely amazing. If you look around here, it's just incredible. And this opens your eyes of how the Walmarts, the Best Buys, all of them make it big and how we're able to do it as well. If you guys have not been able to take advantage of seeing Larry Lloyd's class, I highly recommend it. It's all the how-tos. It's all exactly what you want to know from A to Z on how to get involved in this type of business. So my name's Alan Chance. Thank you very much. And we're here from Las Vegas.
Alan's done so well now that we have now made him a sales director, and he's helping and coaching other people just like you. Remember, he had zero experience. He's accelerated that fast. You can do this with our help. I guarantee you, if you're consistent and persistent, you will do it as well. Now, take some notes here. Here's some nuggets. There's 9 different ways that you can make money, even more so, but there's 9 core ways, main ways that you can make money in this business. One is garage selling. And garage selling is basically where you just clean out the stuff out of your garage, out of your office, out of your home, and you sell stuff, right? Your stuff that you have there, and you're happy for any price that you got for it because it's like free money, right? We've all done it. That's how a lot of us start in this business. The second is wholesaling. Wholesaling is basically where you're dealing with the manufacturer, the wholesaler, the distributor, the importer, and basically you're paying a lower price and you're turning around and selling at a higher price. You're getting a lower price called wholesale, and you're turning around and selling at a higher price called retail. Right? And you're keeping the difference. Now, so with wholesaling, you're buying the product up front. Next, there's private label products. Now, if you've been in places like Walmart, Costco, for example, you go in there, you can see a bottle of Tide, and right beside it, you see the same orange bottle, right? Liquid detergent. And what is it? It's called Kirkland brand. So basically, that's a white label, also known as private label. In Walmart, it's called Equiline. In other words, it's a generic form of name brands. So basically, the manufacturers allow you to put your name, your product, your logo or brand on their product as well. That's called private labeling or white labeling as well. That's another way to make money in this business. Next is fulfillment by Amazon. This is basically where it's also known as FBA, where you take your products, you ship them into Amazon's warehouse. They'll tell you which warehouse to send it to. They do all the packing, picking, and the shipping, and all the customer service. And you just sit back and get your check. If you've ever bought it with Amazon Prime, you have an Amazon Prime account, that's Amazon FBA. So now you can be on the other side of the cash register. Number 5 is your own e-commerce site. You can have something like a Shopify store, right? But you're responsible for driving traffic to it, the maintenance and everything as well. There's also something called retail arbitrage. Retail arbitrage is where you basically can buy something anywhere at retail, and you can turn around and sell it at a garage sale, a swap meets, whatever you want. Or you can also take that stuff that you bought at a really good deal and you can put it up online for sale. You basically put it on eBay, Amazon, whatever. You can fulfill it yourself as a merchant, or you can send it to FBA also, and they'll do the fulfillment. Number 8 is liquidation. Liquidation is basically rock bottom prices are the final stop before it goes into the trash. And liquidators, you could buy anything from 4 cents on a dollar to 40 cents on the dollar. Now, keep in mind that not everything's garbage. A lot of it is just basically returns. There's nothing wrong with it, or what they call shelf pulls. Shelf pulls is basically they need to make room on that shelf. It's the end of the season. That product that they have now is not useful anymore because of the season, what have you. They pull it from the shelf, they put it something else. So you're maybe getting a shelf pull that's brand new. There's nothing wrong with it that you can sell and make a lot of money. Number 9, drop shipping. This is what we're going to talk about right now. With drop shipping, it's what I call the easiest way, right? With no money and experience for prosperity. It's basically what I call online retail arbitrage. So we're going to buy retail and we're going to sell retail all online, no money out of our pocket. Now, let's make money. This is basically the number 1 way to make money tonight, today, this morning, this afternoon, right? Now, what's great about this online retail arbitrage system is that you can basically take advantage of the market fluctuations. And because of that, you're keeping the spread. You're basically getting it at a different price and selling it at a higher price as well. The 3 things accounts that you need are PayPal, eBay, and Amazon. Now with Amazon, you have 2 different accounts. You can have a buyer's account and a seller's account. A buyer's account and a seller's account on Amazon. On eBay, there's only 1 account, and that's both a buyer's and a seller's. It's the same thing with PayPal. You only have 1 account as well. Now, this is basically how it all works. It's basically, in a nutshell, that you're finding a hot product. I'll go through the steps with you in just a moment. And you're basically then finding a supplier, you're listing it, you're cashing in your check, you're looking at ways to leverage and scale that formula as well. And you're basically telling the supplier to ship it to the buyer. And one little trick, make sure that you tell your supplier to put a little, check the box that it's a gift. So that way there's no invoice in there also. Okay, make sure you check off that's a gift. Next. What's your rate of return? I have a question. Now think about this. What I basically said is, remember, you're not paying for these products up front. You're listing them, you're finding a hot product, you're basically finding a source, and then you're listing it, right, on a different website. So you're not paying for anything up front. So you're paying 0 up front. You get paid first by the buyer. When the buyer sees it and buys it, now you're taking the buyer's money and you're paying the supplier with your lower costs. So the buyer's paying a higher price, you're paying from the supplier a lower price, you're keeping the difference, right? So if you're paying 0 up front, mathematical question, what's your rate of return? Yes, that's correct, infinity. If you have no money up front, virtually almost 0 risk, And any amount that you make then becomes infinity because you had to put no money out of your pockets. Now, here are the 6 steps. So go ahead and start writing this down. Number 1, research it. Find a hot product that everybody wants. Now, we have a number of different softwares. We have a number of different techniques that we can show you in our program that we use. We don't hold anything back, exactly what we use to make money tonight. So with researching it, would it be helpful if you knew exactly what people were typing into Amazon or eBay right now? Would that help you, do you think, to figure out what are the hot products? Well, you can, but make sure when you market that you sell something that everybody wants, not something like this. Here's the tip. Merchant Words. Merchantwords.com is software. There's a free version and a paid version. And basically what it allows you to see is what people are typing in the Amazon searches. What are people looking for right away? So that way, whatever you're selling or want to sell, you basically can find out what people are typing into Amazon. As a result of that, sell that to them as well. Now, what if you knew exactly what to sell? Now, I apologize, this is kind of small, but hopefully you can see it there. If you look where that red arrow is, says Pro Makeup Style Brushes, 20 pieces. Now, this is one listing in eBay, right? And it says bids, but those are actual sales. 19,064, 19,064. And basically they're selling it for $6. It's actually $7. I'll show you the math in just a moment here. Now, here's the listing in eBay. 19,064 sold. Look at the price they sold at. $6.99, almost $7, right? One listing, Pro Makeup Brushes, 19,064. How many people like to be in the makeup brush business, right? Think about that. At $7, let's do the math. At $6.99 each, that's $133,000 gross. Not too bad for one product, right? Here's another hot tip. How did they find out what that hot product was? Here it is, AuctionHawk, auctionhawk.com. That's what this was here, this software that was showing us exactly what some of the hot products are. So go to auctionhawk.com. You basically can get a free account there, and you can utilize this also to help you with your research as well. Now, if you think about this, step number 1 is research. Step number 2 is source it. So source it means, who can I get it from? Who are the suppliers? Now, you don't just want to look at the lowest price. You also want to look at how fast they can fulfill the order, how fast they ship it out. Because if you have a great price, your supplier, but they ship it out 30 days and you tell people you get it 3 days, your ratings will go down tremendously and your accounts will get closed. So you want to make sure that you have a supplier that's really reliable and dependable. All right, let's show you some real life examples here. Retail arbitrage. So in this case, we're going to use Amazon, eBay, and use PayPal. Okay, so Amazon and eBay essentially. Now, this works across different platforms, different websites all over the world. It could be Q10 in Singapore. It doesn't matter. It's basically the market variations, the fluctuations, and how you can take advantage of them. So, also, do I need to be a photographer? No, I don't need to learn anything at all. What I do know is I just need to find a hot item, a hot product, right? So let's look at this, for example. eBay, $136 for this Nikon 55 200 millimeter. Look at that, the exact same one, basically just a different photo, Nikon 55, et cetera, et cetera. Look at this. On eBay, it was $136. On Amazon is $242. Not too bad. Within about 1 minute apart, 2 different websites, right? That's $106 on one item. Over the course of a month, that comes out to $32.86. If you sold one item on this listing per day over the course of a month, almost $3,300. Not too bad, right? How many people want to be in the camera lens business, right? Pretty awesome. Now here's something, bunk beds, right? Bunk beds. Okay, so here we are on eBay, $645 approximately. Wait a minute, I don't know about you, but it's the same picture. Here's eBay, here's Amazon. Here's eBay, here's Amazon. Look at that. So it was $645. Look at here, $743 on Amazon. Same moment in time. Now, I know what you might be thinking as rookies. Well, yeah, Larry, don't people shop every single site? Remember this, there will always be more buyers than sellers. There will always be more buyers than sellers. There will always be more buyers than sellers. Okay, so as a result of that, some people look at every site for 1 cent to save 1 cent. Other people like myself just go to one site. I know what it is. I'll pay more money. I don't care. Just get it to me fast. And then there's the third type of people that sometimes they shop around and sometimes they don't, depending on what they're buying and the pricing of it, how expensive it is as well too. So think about that. Let's look at the money on that. That's $98 for one item. If you sold one a day, that's over $3,000 per month on one listing, one item. Step number 3. So let's go back. Step number 4 is research. Excuse me. Step number 1 is research. Step number 2 is source. Step number 3 is list it. List it. Look, the biggest problem you're going to have is listing, and that is because your own voice. You'll overanalyze it. You're going to be too afraid to put your line in the water. When I was a boy, my dad used to say, stop playing around with the worm and everything else, trying to polish all up, you know, the lure and everything. Just put the line in the water. Fish will still bite. You can polish up the lure later after you've got a few fish in the boat. It's the same thing. Just get your line in the water, right? The more listings, the more money you make. Just get the line in the water and you'll get some sales. You can tweak it a little bit later on in terms of its look, its fields, wording, whatever, to just get it going, get the lines in the water, list it. Now, here's a tip. Keyword Spy. KeywordSpy.com basically will allow you to create a very, very search engine friendly title. So as a result of that, if people are searching for your particular product, this will help you with it as well, with the name to come up, so that way you can have some really, really good quality traffic coming to your listing. Now here's another thing. White background outsells a multicolored background or a busy background all the time. These are the two same photos, same purse. Look at the one on the left, look at the one on the right, which looks more professional. The one on the right. PhotoFuse, photofuse.com. Go there, it's free. They'll help you out with that as well. Now, there's a caveat to this. Don't always just show white photos. Show your product being used. So let's say, for example, we're selling dog leashes. Okay, we want to show the dog leash on a dog. Maybe the kid's playing with the dog at the park with this leash on as well. So show it in the environment that it's meant to be used also. Here's something else, another tool for listing. It's called Supreme Lister, supremelister.com. Gives you nice, beautiful templates. There's a free version and there's a paid version as well too. Now, step number 4. So we've sourced it. We basically have find a supplier, right? Fulfillment. You know, we got paid and then we just rescale it as well, right? So get paid for it. You need to have something like PayPal, right? Set up as well. Look, here's another one. I wanted to do another one just so you believe me. Here we are on Amazon, $478 for this outdoor patio furniture. Okay, let's see what it is on eBay. Whoops, wait a minute. I don't know about you, but that photo sure looks the same. $478, $549 almost on eBay. How's that? Not too shabby at all. That's basically almost $71. If you sold one a day, that would be $2,100 and change gross for that one item. Now, anybody can do this business. For you that can't, here's a formula that you can do as well. So go ahead and take a photo of that, write it down. I already hear some chuckles on that also about copy and paste, right? Control-C, Control-V. And basically, you can't do that. You can literally almost copy one listing from one website and put it on another one. Now, I don't recommend that you do that exactly. Change some words, change some photos, change some fonts, right? But you can at least get a foundation, like some of the tech things and everything else too. This will help you tremendously do it very fast. Number 5, ship it. You can change the word on that also if you like to. Fulfillment. How do you fulfill the order? Do you do it? Amazon does it for you. How do you fulfill the order? There's the inside of an Amazon warehouse. It's unbelievable. You can imagine how much bigger it is outside of this photo that you can't even see as well. And they have these worldwide. Number 6 is automate and repeat. Once you have something that works, scale it. So if you're selling green ones, figure out how to sell pink ones. If you're selling medium, figure out how to sell small. I don't know. Whatever it is for you. Just to show you this is real. Maybe you can relate to this gentleman. Marlu. He saw me speak in London. He came to the back room and says, can you help me? I have zero experience in this. He says, but I have a burning desire to make things happen, get it done. I said, I don't know if I can help you or not. I don't know you personally, and I don't know your work habit. He goes, I have the work habit, don't worry. I said, well, if you have the work habit, then you should be successful. It's just not a matter of if you will be, it's a matter of when you will be. So he came to us in his first month. He did almost $3,800 in gross sales. By his third month, he was doing $40,000 US dollars in sales. What did he do? He did toys, right? So you pick the niche that you want and work on stuff for yourself. Now make sure when you do an offer that it seems real, right? It's legit. In Las Vegas, they got all crazy offers to buy 2 drinks and pay for them both, right? Let's look at the money in this business, the real potential money in this business. Let's look at this. This is basically all this information is derived directly from Amazon. There it is at the top. This is a lamp, $32. Look at the potential sales per day on a lamp, $9,300 approximately. Now, there's one caveat. There's going to be more than one seller, perhaps, but you know what? Even if you were one of 100, whatever it is, you still get a piece of that big, huge pie. How many people want that or think that's a good idea, right? I can see your hands. Come on. Let's see, put them up there. So we sold it for 32. We can get it for 20, right? Let's look at the numbers. Sell it for 32 approximately. Pick it up for 20. The profit then is $11.99, approximately $12. That's a 37% profit. That's $3,451 in profit per day. Profit per month, that's $103,000 in change per month. Now, think about this. There might be more than one seller on there, but that's okay. You can still get a piece of that, right? It all adds up. It's all real. That's just one listing. Here's another one, a glass bottle. A glass bottle, that's what I thought. But people will put essential oils in there. They'll put stuff for deodorant, perfume, whatever it is. It's selling for $11.52. Potential sales for one day is $4,300 and change on a glass bottle, a plain glass bottle. How much can we get it for? $2.26. Let's look at the math. $11.52 sell, cost $2.26. That's a profit of $9.26. It's an 80% profit. That's almost $3,500 profit per day. That's almost $105,000 profit per month. Not too shabby. I spoke at an event in Texas. The promoter was a musician, so I figured, well, I'll do something that appeals to him that he can relate to. So we picked out this guitar strap, and I asked him, Tim, what do you think of the pricing? He says it's a little bit low. It should be $10 to $12. He said, great. Let's figure it out and be conservative at, $7, etc. He said, sure, no problem. Look at the potential sales, over $500 per day. What can we get it for? $2.09. Let's look at the profit. If we're selling it at $7.26, we're buying it or getting it at $2.09. That's a profit of what? $517. That's 71% profit. $367 profit per day. That's huge. $11,289 profit per month. Think about that for just a moment. You see that? Look, even celebrities need help, right? Even they want to do things. That's not Bon Jovi. That's Richie Sambora, and he's basically coming out with a new album. He's got, a side band as well besides Bon Jovi, and he wants to know about merchandising and selling merchandise. And that's T-shirts, hats, keychains, etc., with his own logo, his own brand as well. Now, there's 14 ways that you can make money, and there's 14 ways that this is different than any other program or investment. Number one, write these down, by the way. Excuse me 1 second while I take a drink of water here. Losing my voice. Okay, we're back. Number one, virtually zero cash outlay. Number two, there's a huge demand on growing. It's not a fad. Don't you believe that? Right? It's true. Number three, you're dealing only with buyers ready to pay you, not prospects that you have to convince. Number four, you're in complete control at all times. It's not an investment that you lose control. You give your money to somebody else and basically let them have control of it, right? It's not that. Number five, you can do it from any country to any country in the world in any language as well. You can also make money in the first 24 hours. There's not a steep learning curve like other things as well that take months or years. Number seven is no experiences needed. Look at my 9-year-old son. He's doing it right now too. I have friends that are retired, that are not computer people, are senior citizens and so forth, right? That just don't get the computer thing, right? And they're making money. They're doing it as well. No experience needed. You can start at any age. There is no age restrictions as well. Nobody knows how old you are, nor do they care. They just care about what they're buying. Isn't that true? Just like you when you buy online. Isn't that the way you feel as well? Here's Rod. Rod's a retired builder. He types with 2 fingers, right? 11 words per minute, just like me. If he can do it, you can do it. He made over $21,000 to fund his son's college education in his first 6 months. Remember the income disclaimer. Many of you will make nothing at all because you don't take action, implement. Implement as fast as possible. Money loves speed. Number 9, it's fun. You can do this with family and friends. Number 10, it's a real tangible asset. You can build an e-commerce site, a website, sell a ton of things off it. You can turn around and sell it just for that. You also don't need to create your own product. You can sit back and be a cool cat, just like this guy as well. You don't have to recruit anybody, right? It's not like network marketing where it's a 3-foot rule and you have to recruit everybody. Everybody gets ticked off at you. It's the other way around. They're coming to you asking you, can you help me? Can you help me? Show me how you do this stuff. Number 13 is you don't need to worry about traffic. You don't need to worry about visitors to your website. There's already tons of them already. And as a result of that, you're just tapping into that existing traffic. Next, free stuff. You're going to get all kinds of free stuff because we're going to show you how to ask for free samples, whether it's for your personal use or for your business, that you can make a lot of money or keep them if you wish as well too. Here's an example of Nick. Nick, part-time, he's making $5,600 per month doing this as well. Now, it's very safe, it's very consistent, and it's very persistent. Imagine you can do this with your family and friends as well. Now, I want to share this with you because this guy's a doctor. He's a doctor out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Dr. Charles Martin. And he came to us with 0 experience. Imagine how busy a doctor is. And let's hear what he has to say. But this part, you're going to laugh at because he's reading his notes. And he was so nervous, he said, I'll do it under one condition, that I can read my notes. So we let him. So here he is. Watch this. Dr. Martin.
Well, this has been an amazing 2 days e-commerce, and drop shipping course. I knew nothing about this business. Larry and his team were extraordinary in their presentation and provided more than enough information to help me start my business on return home.
All right, good stuff, Dr. Martin. Here is Jared. Jared is a single dad real estate investor and marketer. In his first week, he sold over 10 items to make over $1,000 gross in his first week. Now, basically, there's so many different ways. I don't have time to share with you in an hour and a half how to make money on this. Basically, it's an ongoing process and it's a real business. It's a real world business that you can have for many years from now. So I'm going to make you a mafia offer, an offer that you can't refuse. Remember, I'm from Las Vegas. This is what we call drop shipping and e-commerce mastery, also what I call the easiest online home-based business on the planet. We will have 10 hold your hand training modules. It's basically looking over my shoulder, hearing my voice, going through all the mouse movements, the mouse clicks, everything that I do exactly that you can replicate to and do it as well. Basically a step-by-step blueprint that has a $19.98 US dollar value. We also have a section called Quick Start Training. I want you to make money as fast as possible. If you do, you're very, very happy. I want you not only making your first month, but even your first week. That has a $12.48 value, and it basically includes all your access to all of our secret top sites that we use to explode our online business, all the different software, all the different resources. We show you that exactly what we're using as well. We also give you organizational software so you can keep track of your profits, losses, costs, all these different things. You can give it to your bookkeeper, or your bookkeeper can use it as well so you can keep track of your business. You have to have a real business, treat it like a real business. Next, we're also going to give you USA Business Entity Training, also known as Nevada corporations and so forth, right? How to set up your business for USA or international sales as well. That has a value of $198. Next, not only are we going to show you that, but we're also going to get our guys to do it for you, with you. And essentially, these are the pros that basically can help you set up your USA corporation bank account business address, also known as Nevada corporation as well, right? You're going to get a 30-minute Skype with them. That's a $358 value. We've just added this recently, just added this. Now, On top of that, in Quick Start Training, you're also going to get the Millionaires Conversion infographic. Think about this. How many times you visit a site, then change your mind, right? The shopping cart left and never came back, right? So we're going to show you how to prevent that. It's what we call bounce rate. So that way you essentially maximize your profits of people visiting your website as well, or your listing for that matter, right? Next, you also get a cheat sheet. This is one of my favorite, and I would encourage you to do the same. Print it out, put it right above your computer, so that way you're looking at it all the time, all the different tricks and tips that the multimillionaires do in this business to make a lot of money as well. Now, free gift number one, I want to give you a gift that you know that we're still here with you, that we're still holding your hands. So we call it Training Tuesday. So every Tuesday, we have a different topic of the week. Each one is a standalone module. We also have some special guests that come in some of the time to speak to you guys as well. That has a $294 value. Now, on top of that, that's per month, by the way. So on top of that, we also have a hands-on bootcamp video. So our hands-on bootcamp, we have recorded it and essentially put it on video. So it's almost like you're right there as well. The main difference, I guess, is that you can watch this over and over again and watch it at your own leisure on your own schedule as well too. Take notes at your own pace. Now, gift number three, you're also going to get our suppliers guide, the exact list of the suppliers that we use, everything from A to Z in a niche, that basically will help us sell a lot more things. And this is a $2022 US dollar value as well. Okay, so keep that in mind when I talk about that. Now, for the first people only, get ready to be the first that you want to get going and press the button and get started right away. So how do you do that? Well, get ready, because here it's coming. You're going to get your own personalized e-commerce site. Our guys are going to build it for you. That's a $1,998, $1,998 value that you're getting for free. That's included in there as well. So a summary, you're getting 10 Hold Your Hands home study courses, right? All those modules you're getting from me. Now, on top of that, you also have these things that will pop up and all this additional software and everything that I can tell you that's really, really helpful and will help you make money much, much faster too. So these are things that you should definitely utilize as fast as possible in the same time frames that we do as well also. Next, the summary of everything. Okay, you're going to get your 3 months of weekly training, the Training Tuesdays, including the videos, the hands-on bootcamp videos, the worldwide suppliers guide, your custom e-commerce website. On top of that, we're going to give you 2 free tickets. 2 free tickets to Las Vegas Bootcamp that you can come to with a partner. We do them every few months, and you can come on ones that fit in your schedule as well. And this is a real hands-on boot camp where you bring your laptop and we get stuff done. And we have lots of fun too. Why am I doing this? Because I'm looking for new case studies for my new book. And in that, I'm basically going to help you be successful so you can be a live testimonial case study for this book as well. Now, we do some really cool things at these events. We do some VIP networking parties. Like here's one we did overlooking the lights of Las Vegas at Ghost Bar. Here's another one at Bellagio, Wynn Encore Beach Club. These are some of the locations, all 5, 6-star locations. Mandalay Bay, the Lano 64 floors up overlooking beautiful Las Vegas lights, right? Now, I did add one last minute bonus, and I've never done this before. It's the first time actually, truthfully. And what this is this. We also have high-end one-on-one coaching. And people really were asking about that. We said, you know what, we want to get you set up as fast as possible. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you a free 1 hour coaching session, one-on-one with one of our personally trained coaches by me. That's going to help you get your business set up and running quickly. That is free. That's thrown in. That's a $498 US value. Now, seriously, for the next 15 people, I'm real serious about this. Get ready to be one of the first to order because this puts it over the top. What if we took all your excuses away and everything was handled for you? What if we did the research, the sourcing, listing, customer support, and everything? In other words, we gave you your own personal dropship e-commerce manager that they do everything for you. That's a $400 value. Would that help you? I'm sure it would right now. We typically sell this all over the world at $4,998. Well, my team has grown now, so we can take on new clients. So what we've done is we've slashed the price. It's not $49.98 anymore. Basically, $39.98. And we do sell this all over without all those extra bonuses as well. But I want to do this. I want to make this available to as many people as possible. Have the same opportunity. Because remember, I was telling you about that case study that I want to do with the book, case studies. So I want to put this course into your hands so that way you can be a potential course study or case study as well. So it's not $39.98. You ready? Here we go. Well, don't have fear. Here it is. Only $9.98. Only $9.98 for all those things. Now that is a deal. And if you don't take action, I'm going to get this guy to come after you here, okay? Now, you want even more help? All right, here's what we'll do for you. If you order right now, excuse me, you get it for $9.98. It's the best value, one payment, or two payments of $5.98. One payment of $9.98 or two payments of $5.98. Go to the website, the order page right now, duncan.quicksellingsystem.com. Duncan.quicksellingsystem.com. Make sure you don't put any www in front there. You can do the HTTP or just leave that blank and type in duncan.quicksellingsystem.com. Duncan.quicksellingsystem.com without the www in front of it as well. And you can order right now. Now, I know some of you say, yeah, I'll think about it. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. Later means never. Think about this. Whenever you put off something, you never get around to it later on. How do I know that? Because I do that all the time. You know, I worked with Tony, and he taught me this years ago, and it still affects to this day. And you should realize that it affects you as well. And that is this. It's in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. It's in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. You have the choice right now to affect your destiny. If you want it for free, who wants it for free? Come on, put your hands up. I can see that, remember? All right, here's how it works. It's real simple. You become a client of ours. Later on, you refer two people. You refer two people. You get 100% of your purchase price back, and they'll get the same deal because we'll track it. We know who it comes from with our Infusionsoft software. Remember, order now. Option A, only $9.98, one payment, or option B, two payments of $5.98. Your best just to get it over with the $9.98, and you pay a lower interest rate and save yourself some money. Go to right now, duncan.quicksellingsystem.com. Once again, that's duncan.quicksellingsystem.com. Right? I want to thank you from my family to yours. I know we'll be crossing paths. I know we'll be seeing you in Las Vegas and joining us as well. This is really your last chance, guys. This, I don't sell at this price when I speak all over the world. I can guarantee you that. Option A, $9.98, one payment, or two payments of $5.98. Go to duncan.quicksellingsystem.com. Duncan.quicksellingsystem.com. Take action now. You're going to love it. We'll see you on the other side. Have a great day, morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're listening to this in the world. We'll see you real soon. Bye now.